Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I was asked to do a video on mental health, and part of the message reads as followed, so please bear with me as I read this out. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Firstly, may Allah bless you for your words. Well, I deeply appreciate that. How could one learn to enjoy solitude? That's a question. I am the type of guy who can't go a day without social interaction, either chatting outside or online with my friends and family. Whenever I'm alone and trying to contemplate, I get anorexia. So, a little solitude can be relaxing. A lot can make you feel lonely unless you're an introvert. Isolation and miserable as well. But sometimes solitude is unavoidable. You may have to close yourself away from friends to finish a project, or whenever you're working on a specific item by yourself. You may be in a place into a new environment without the comforts of your old friends, family, and the people you have. You may need to leave your phone down for an extended period of time, and believe me, I think that's a blessing. Let's hope for this world it's a weird normal thing completely.
Piss me right.
Shit, I know shit. So let's delve into this, shall we? Inshallah. Let's get this right. 1. Cultivating friendships, but don't stress over it. In any semi-permanent case of solitude, you should start laying down the foundations, bedrock if you like, of a social network. Making an effort to meet people, and when you do, try to make connections last more than just the handshake. Okay? Solitude can have advantages, but just as being in a huge crowd, it shouldn't be permanent. It's not something you should genuinely hold as a permanency. At the same time, don't stress over the fact that you are alone, because this is a very important point. Right now, there is only going to make you feel miserable. So breathe when you're doing this. Any effort to change has to start with accepting your current situation can and will change. Once you've done that, you can begin to enjoy the solitude, the solace, time outside, being away from things, as you build your social network. Number 2, subject 2, fill your day combining isolation with inactivity is a recipe for depression. Not having something to engage your mind will leave you feeling useless, worthless. Your day should be filled with tasks, and as men we are task and driven by task orientations and projects. Leaving huge gaps in your schedule is just going to lead to watching late night television, info centers, TikToks, all social medias, and sleeping 14 hours a day. Number 3, self-reflection. Use the time to reflect on yourself, your life, Allah subhanahu, the Prophet Muhammad, and many of the Sahaba. Ask questions. Seek knowledge. Acquire what it means to think and articulate who you are. You can use it as a way of getting better to understanding about yourself and the world you live in. Cutting away all the noise, shutting it off, can give you room to think clearly in your head. Number 4, establish mindfulness of Allah. If you are going to be alone for more than, say, a few days, you should establish dhikr as a well-established habit for how to get up in the morning, how to cook meals, how to be alone and run your own routines. Do chores around your house if you're young enough for your family, because it benefits, it helps the family. Having a core understanding of what to do when you are totally alone for basic functions can give yourself an orderly day in normality, filled with pressures of friends and family and work. Last, number 5, challenge yourself. Now this one's very important. Once you have enjoyed the relaxation, quiet for a few minutes, you're probably going to get bored. And this isn't hard because it happens to me quite often. So invent challenges for yourself is a way to stave off the boredom, stave off the emptiness, whilst contributing to your growth in both physical or mental, depending on how you do it, finding ways to push yourself to grow as a human being, as a man in all types of manly spheres, when the environment doesn't demand it, helps you to focus, trying to shave off time when you make a run, or when you're reading Quran each day. Just a few ways I've found to challenge myself in the environment is upon itself its own reward in society. Well, there's my 5 top solutions on how to deal with solitude and not make it terrifying or boring, and to enjoy it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.